After a very successful wrestling season, many people ask me questions on how to win a wrestling match. I always respond with, "It is easier than it looks." Many people try very complicated and risky moves that put them in danger. I, on the other hand, like to keep it simple and go with low risk, high reward moves. One of these moves is called a duck. It is one of my favorite moves and is super effective if done right. Once you have mastered the duck, it is very hard for opponents to stop it. There are some key points to doing a duck that I will talk about today. Before you can do a duck, you have to have a few materials. You will need wrestling shoes, some type of ear protection, and a wrestling mat. The first part of a duck is the stance. You need to be in a staggered sugarfoot stance that is mobile and light. You don't want to be in too high or too low of a stance. You want to be right in the middle. In addition to that, you want to be on your toes and not your heels so you don't get run over by your opponent. Once you're comfortable with your stance, you can begin to locate your opponent's elbow. After you've located the elbow, you want to grab it with your forefingers on bottom and your thumb on top. You want to begin to drive into him so that you can get some pressure back. Although you want pressure back, you want to make sure that you are being careful and not leading him right into your leg. Once you feel you have the right amount of pressure, you want to squeeze the elbow and throw it over you and duck your head under it. The key to the duck is to keep your head and back straight when you go under the arm. If you do not do this, your opponent will easily run you over. You want to keep pushing into him until you can get to the leg or to the body. After you've gone to the leg or body, you want to lift him and put him down on the ground. Here is a few examples of people doing ducks. Although the duck sounds like an easy move, it would take many times of drilling it to master it. Even though it is not flashy, it is a high percentage move that will always be there and can beat the best kids. The duck also leads to many other moves that will help you in your wrestling.